sponsored by Slíbhín Game and of course eJam, providing half of the prize pool for this. I'm joined today. I'm Morky Mork, in case you forget who I am. It's been a while since I've been on the stream, so I don't know. Maybe half forgotten. Maybe I don't know. But we are joined, of course, as well by Yumi Ranium. How are you getting on today, Yumi?
Getting along very well after one series win earlier in the tournament, but came back and
Woo!
decided, you know what, I'll cast the rest of the the stream and see how the winners get along. And we've got some talent here waiting for us today. Actually, we've got King of Casual and his team versus Tomster's team. Hold on, let me get the rosters up. Ben, Tomster, and Jack versus Artemis, King of Casual, and Days. Some lineup.
Yeah, of course, the Guardians, King and Casual Days, the ones that knocked you out of the tournament. Of course, a 2-0 victory for them. Just got to rub the salt in the wounds a little bit there.
Thanks.
But you're welcome, Yumi. But this should be an interesting match. You know, obviously the winners' final there. You know, expect that to be the grand final. But you never know. Artemis Days and King of Casual here can cause an upset if they play as well as we know they can.
Yeah, I think all of them have that surprise potential in them to, you know, throw Renault mentality off their game, you know, get in their heads a little bit and throw them off kilter and maybe get a game or two.
Of course, if you don't know, the winners, who made the winners, the grand final again, they get to decide whether it's a best of 5 bracket reset or a best of 7 with a 1-game advantage for themselves. They get to decide that after this match. Of course, this is the best of 5, so three wins in the series advances you to the grand final, and a chance of that tasty €60. €60, not to be sniffed at, Yumi.
It's a very good prize indeed, given how hard they have to work for this to get here. I think either of the teams who win in the loser finals will be happy for a chance to win that €60. You know, not a bad. That's quite a few pints, you know.
Yeah, it's a few pints. Yeah, it's four pints if you depending where you live. You know what I mean? So if you're in Dublin, of course, it's only 2, unfortunately, because the price of pints in Dublin are just ridiculous. But you know, a few pints won't go astray. Of course, as well, some of these lads, of course, will compete as well in Legion. Not Legion. What's it called now? The old Legion Collegiate. What's it called now?
Natives.
I forget. Natives, yeah, Natives collegiate scene. So that'd be interesting to see how that goes. And of course, some of these compete in the 1v1 league as well. So a bit of warm up here for them all. But I think we're all ready to go. Are you ready to go, Yumi?
I am very much ready to go.
Do you want to tell the boys to join up then, and we'll get going here for game number 1 of a possible 5. Of course, one team will have to decide this, and my cat trying to get on my lap all of a sudden, so I have to get him off the table a little bit. But here we go, kickoff underway, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen, game 1 underway. Big kickoff win there though for the team in blue, Renault mentality. Of course, making a jab at Renault Vitality's inability to do anything good, but Shadow just comes out of nowhere and pops that one in the back of the net, 1-0.
Yeah, that was just instantly out of the gate. Tomster beating the entire orange team, and then Shadow being there to finish it off. It's not a great start for the orange team, you have to say.
No, it's not a great start, but they win a kickoff massively the other way, so you know, not the worst start in the world if you're doing well after kickoff. But the ball right back in their half instantly. King of Casual going to pick up the ball here, try to get it through, but gets bumped out of the play nicely. And here's an opportunity perhaps now for the team in blue to get something going on offense once more, but they're pushed back into their own half for now. Tomster looking to beat out Artemis, but Artemis gets it very nicely, but then gets taken out of the play a little bit. King of Casual just defending the backboard nicely there, making sure there's nothing coming off that one. So that's where the danger is going to lie here. The backboard defense is going to be really important. And, well, Dales just beats his opponent in the air and scores, and it's 1-1 all of a sudden.
This is what I've been saying, though, is that the surprise attack from the orange team, you know, the blue team has been so solid for the first minute or so, but just the one mistake and all of a sudden Dales scores for them. Gotta wonder, will blue team be able to stay solid for the entire game?
The game, the series as well, you know, they can't really make any mistakes here. It was a very good beat by Tomster. That's a great save from Deus to pre-jump and everything to make sure that one didn't go in the back of the net. Like Cristiano Ronaldo just stayed in the air for so long. And the ball cleared downfield. Shadow though will get an attempt to get going, but the ball shot is weak and the ball falls to Deus kindly. He's going to follow this one up now. Off the backboard it comes, off the wall, and here's an opportunity. No blue defenders getting there in time, but Ben on the backboard defending it nicely, making sure nothing's going to come from that. And Yumi, right now here, it's seeming like the blue team, after having that good start, are under the caution a little bit.
Yeah, they started off solid, but I think that goal is definitely through them. Well, I say that. Yeah, they're they can't read the orange team as well as they would people their caliber maybe up at SSL level, as people like Tomster are. They just it's difficult to read players you're not used to playing against, and I think that's what the blue team will struggle most with this series.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be interesting to see exactly how they adapt to that. And that's a little passing play, but Deas breaks it up nicely. As the if he hadn't got to that, that was 3-1 shortly, and a big opportunity here again. Lovely little block there on Shadow by Artemis. Cash able to beat out Tomster to the ball. Ball in midfield now, an opportunity again here for the blue team to build Renault mentality, looking to get something going in offense. We pass down Tomster. Oh, what a pass from Shadow to Tomster. They link up once again. It's 3-1.
Yeah, I was just very good passing plays from them. Tomster with the vision to stay in the place when pass forwards being great as well.
Perfect placement, and then shot a lot of power behind it as well. And that's the thing about passing plays. You get a lot of power, you don't really need to do much with it. If you get a strong pass to you, or just guide the ball up because the power of the ball is already there. So they use it somewhere, and Thompson plays perfectly. Great play again, Ben Shadow. Oh my word, this blue team's starting to pop off now.
It's just, again, great movement, great mechanical skill, and just awareness of where their teammates are. It's Orange team aren't really used to this kind of level of play, so it'll be very difficult for them to deal with it when they can link up so well.
What do you think the Orange team here? What do you think the team of Creaky Knees have to do to get something going on offense here? Because right now they're in a bit of a rut. They're just being bombarded here by this blue team. I know they're in offense right now, but they're not really getting any good looks on net. Well, here's a chance for Artemis, who's probably the most mechanical player on this team. But, you know, right now they're just really struggling to cope with this frantic offense from the blue team.
Yeah, I think they just need to play more disruptive play, get a few demos, bumps going, so that they can break the lines of passes that the blue team can develop. Cut off some passes, intercept a lot more, just really annoy the blue team as much as possible. I think that'll be the way they get ahead.
Yeah, those physical plays, so important to disrupt any of those passing lanes. Really block out those passing as well, something I think I want to see them do a bit more. Because right now the passing here from this blue team is perfect. King Casher, they're getting in the way of a nice passing attempt again. Artemis had an opportunity, but couldn't get the power on the shot. And it's well cleared away by Tomster.
They're getting good pressure now. The blue team hasn't been getting as much attack going. But that said, they've just broken out. So we'll see if anything will come of it.
Opportunity now here for Thompson. Oh, 4 players go for the ball. Artemis gets there first, though. More importantly here for Creaky Knees, giving himself an opportunity here to get the ball field, but all 3 players commit, and that one might just be straight in off the post. Ben can't get the read off the post, unfortunately. Awkward bounce off the post, and Ben wasn't expecting that one.
Yeah, that's, I mean...
Ooh.
Well, you can tell blue team isn't taking this game as seriously as they might take the grand final, say, but some of the plays, not questionable, but unfortunate. Blue team certainly.
Yeah, definitely. Right now here, they've got a good lead. They can mess around a little bit. You know, I mean, they don't have to really do it much with the ball. They can just have fun with it now, and get ready for that grand final potentially. But of course, it's not over till it's over. So 3 games to win. This game probably already done. 3 goals needed in 45 seconds. We've seen more bizarre, as Ejam will attest to. With his mustache. But I don't see a comeback in this game. But still, a lot of positives taken here for Creaky Knees, who of course were the underdogs coming in. And there's some things here that they've done well, some things that just can't really avoid, like those passing plays. How do you shut that down? How do you shut down those passing lanes effectively? Oh, Yumi.
Yeah, I think as the series goes on, they might learn better ways of dealing with Renault mentality, but at the moment they just look so comfortable with the ball, so comfortable with each other on the pitch. I can't really see them breaking through, to be honest.
Suppose while we here wait for this ball to hit the ground and finish up the game, but I don't think the blue team's going to let that happen for now. Well, they will indeed. It's going to hit the ground, mental mentality, hit game 1. But if you were the other team in the grand final, would you pick a best of 5 bracket reset, or would you pick a best of 7 1 game advantage?
That's an interesting one. I think I'd take the best of 5 bracket reset, just because the team coming from the the losers side of things will have to win so much more games. I think the 1-game advantage in the best of 7 is giving it a bit too little room for error. But it's up to them.
You never know what can happen. It could be very interesting indeed. But it should be interesting to see exactly how this one goes for the rest of the game. When we'll get ready here to go. Oh, I'm not ready. That's the problem. Oh, I am ready. Thought I wasn't ready there for a second. On stay taking a little bit of a break, just recouping here.
Well.
And sometimes taking the minute could be a good thing to do. You can take the minute, just relax, just have a think, have a talk. See how you're going to react to your opponent's play. Because again, Rocket League is a game of adjustments. If you don't make adjustments in the Rocket League, you're not going to win. But if you can make those adjustments to stop those passing lanes, stop those opportunities in defense, stop those offensive capabilities of this Brennan mentality team, you've got a really good chance of winning the game. But they have to keep the score low. They have to keep the score low. Less than 2 goals, preferably. If the blue team start scoring 3 or 4, it's difficult to see a way back for Creaky Knees.
Yeah, they need to keep their heads in the game. Make sure they're not, staying silent on comms. Making sure they're still high energy, attacking well, and still communicating. Is the most important thing, because they're not going to beat Renault mentality without a proper, concerted attack.
For all you filthy casuals there, that means tryharding. Ball coming down, opportunity here now. The ball cleared away as King of Casual looking to show that he's not just the King of Casual, he's the King of Serious as well. Tomster here getting up nicely, puts this ball down. Opportunity, and that's a great effort from Shadow. Tomster and Shadow linking up so well so far today, and that's proof for once again.
Yeah, I mean, just another great pass from Tomster, Shadow there to pick him off. You'll see that all throughout today, I think. They're just so used to passing to each other, so used to looking for their teammates, not just looking at the goal. And I think Creaky Knees needs to take a note from their book as well.
Yeah, definitely. You need to find those passing plays, you need to find those passing channels. You need to start finding each other a bit more effectively, because it's a bit of boomer ball right now. They're trying to get out of defense, but they're not really trying to get anything offensively going. Deus having a team bump there, unfortunately, on I believe it was King of Casual. This is going to give Blue an opportunity to reset. Renault mentality, an opportunity to come back on the attack once again. Ben with the demo, looking for the goal, looking for a triple, doesn't quite get it. Off the post it comes once again, and the read kind of awkward for him.
Yeah, second time it's come off the post there for Ben. You have to feel for him a little bit. He's not getting the same goals that his 2 teammates are, but plenty of time left in the series, and if they win this, they'll have the grand finals afterwards to look forward to.
Exactly, but you feel that all 3 players need to be on the same wave and how you need to be preferring the opportunities if they're going to win that grand final, because of course they're at a disadvantage regardless of what happens. They'll either be having to bracket reset their opponents, or they'll have to come back from 1 game down in a best of 7, which always difficult to do, as the ball upfield, the opportunity cleared down. Ben looking to get there in time and able to do so, and again here this Creaky Knees is struggling to get out, but here's a long range effort and Artemis puts it in, and once again we're all tied up. Second time in 2 games it's been 1-1.
Hold your breath. This has gotten a bit interesting all of a sudden. That's a very good beat from Artemis there, and Ben not there at the back to save it. I can pray for Creaky Knees. They just need to hold on now, take their chances when they get them, and maybe get 1 more goal if they can.
They will need 1 more goal here if they want to tie the series up at 1-1. An opportunity, ball knocked down nicely there. King of Casual will come around, looking to get this one center, but Shadow blocks it off nicely. Ball clear of field. Artemis is there trying to get that one into the corner and put pressure on Shadow here, looking for the redirect, cherry pick, but unable to find it. But he gets a little bit of touch off the post, and a great save from Artemis from Tomster.
Yeah, it was very good defending there from Creaky Knees. They didn't panic. I think they went for a squishy save actually, but that was they got the ball out their end, and that was the most important.
Deus there, bravely you could say, going for a clear off his own backboard, and it worked out okay. But here's an opportunity, no one's in net, and there we go. Tomster puts that one home. 3 defenders taken out of the play by a great little passing play from Shadow here. You'll see it here. He takes all 3 players out of the play, and Tomster turns around and puts it in. Deus can't get back in time.
Yeah, it's just panicking now on the orange side. Just seeing as soon as they do that, just 1 stray ball knocked past them, just takes the entire team out. Deus with the flip couldn't knock the ball out of goal's way, unfortunately.
Shadow trying to get on top of that one, but ball cleared away nicely. Artemis looking for a pass down to Deus, but Deus around for a bumping play rather than anything else. And that's a bit of miscommunication there, and that we were talking about that. It's going to be really important for these players to keep on comms, keep the vibes up, and make sure they're telling each other what's happening. But Shadow! Oh my word! Absolutely phenomenal goal from Shadow.
Yeah, it was just pure skill there. Reset and then double tap. You'll see that in Showboat, surely. I feel for the creaky knees boys, to be honest. It never feels good to get clipped on like that, but I mean, yeah, that was a great clip.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic clip there from Shadow. Absolutely fantastic goal, and those are things that you just can't really control. Artemis feels backflip, man, and that's going to allow Ben to snipe the top corner. And he makes it 4-1, and once again, the same scoreline as the last game. Took a bit longer this time, but same result looking very likely now.
Yeah, and I think, especially with just all of them passing so well and showing off their mechanics, it'll boost their confidence, I think, which might be necessary going up against the ones who knocked them down into the lower bracket in the first place. We'll have to see if they manage to get to the grand finals in the first place, but you feel with this kind of momentum, it's a bit inevitable.
Well, reverse sweep Dreams here, still alive, and Dreams perhaps they can get a goal now, and they will get a goal now. They can still get back into this one. 4-2 now. King of Casual knocks that one in. Bit of an error here in defense by Tomster. Just passes the ball center, and King of Casual there to snipe it off and pick it off and put it in the back of the net.
Tomster getting too used to passing, just give it right to Artemis instead of his teammate there. But practice is practice. You can still say I'm just getting used to passing. Well, not used to it. Practicing my passing skills. There's still 2 goals up at the end of the day.
There's 2 goals up. There's still a minute left here. Still time. Getting goal now in the next 20 or so seconds. We're in for an interesting finish. King of Casual will come off the wall here. Will beat his opponent as well. An opportunity here off the backboard. Artemis though denied by Ben very nicely indeed by the collegiate player. Opportunity. Oh, everyone missing the ball. The pre-jump though I think would have made the shot very hard for Tomster. Ben comes around again. Artemis now controlling this ball, looking here to get a bit fancy with it. Ben just takes him out of it though. Physical play, and that's going to stop the attack dead in its tracks.
This is a bit chaotic, you might think, and Shadow score as well. Yeah, it's difficult to understand at times what's going on, given I mean, that was a ghost hit on my screen from the defense. It's difficult to tell what's going on.
It is definitely a bit chaotic. It's definitely a bit scrappy from both teams. Not just from the team in orange, the team in blue as well, not performing as well as they can. And there you see it again. Ben looking for a clip as well, double tap perhaps, but couldn't quite manage to find it. And well, Deus fakes out Tomster there nicely. Lets the ball fall off his card into the Tomster was expecting a challenge or a flip from his opponent, but this game is in the bag for Renault Mentality. They are going to take game number 2, and they're going to put themselves 1 game away from the grand final.
I still believe in creaky knees. I think they have it in them to get the shock upset. They just need to hold on for 5 minutes and score a goal, and just not lose the heads like they have. Let the game get away from them. They have scored, so you can hope that they can win as well.
They scored 1 in game 1, 2 in game 2, so maybe they scored 3 in game 3, 4 in game 4, and 5 in game 5. You never know. You never know. You never know. They could be going that way. I don't think so, but you never know.
Yes, good logic there. I like that. It gives me hope now as we go into game 3.
I think Ben just tried to make a bet with me in chat. Which is kind of funny. But we'll advance on here. Game number 3 underway. It's the King of Casual looking to get something going. Ben here going to be blocked out by Artemis in the air. Lovely pre-jump there from the man in orange. Deus for creaky knees now trying to get something going in offense. But gets blocked out nicely. King of Casual, not the best clear there. That's going to give an opportunity perhaps for the blue team. But Renault Mentality couldn't make the most of Artemis with the field. Nicely, he's looking to cherry pick that one, but unable to do so. Tomster now pulling this ball down into the corner, looking to get it through the wings, but can't quite manage to do so. Okay, Casual blocking out Deus' shot there, and that's going to leave an opportunity. That one might just slip in. It will slip in. Ben makes it 1-0, and for the third game in a row, Real Mentality lead.
Yeah, that's just very unfortunate there. King of Casual and I think Deus was getting mixed up in their attack, and Renault Mentality just cherry pick a goal from it.
Artemis there, lovely little block into the corner, going to make nullify the attack a little bit. Ben with a great demo on Deus has got to create some opportunities, some space in that backfield, but really strong defense from King of Casual, not allowing that opportunity to fall. But Ben here will look for the pass center. That's a good effort, but just a little bit too far ahead of Tomster. And Artemis with the crazy angle makes it 1-1.
Artemis, yes, please, Daddy, that was amazing. What an angle there from Artemis. And this is the surprise factor I was talking about earlier. They've got it in them to score goals. They've got it in them to surprise Renault Mentality when it counts the most. You just have to hold on and take your chances when you get them.
Yeah, speaking of chances and taking, that was a big opportunity from the kickoff, the shot wide. I know Thompson was in net, and he's very difficult to beat. Fantastic defender, one of the best in all Ireland right now, of course. But finding it difficult there to get by him, and panicked a little bit on the shot. Had so much more of the goal to work with there, but just put it wide in the end, and that just makes it awkward for you when you're missing chances like that. It makes the game harder. But it's going to be 2-1, the first lead of the series. Artemis gives it the creaky knees.
Artemis, come on, lead the charge forwards. That was just a superb read from a very difficult ball as well. Just kept the car in the right place, hoped for the bounce to go his way, and it did, and he scored.
That's exactly what they need. Shadow here having to awkwardly there touch that ball. Lucky no one was attacking him or coming up fastly because he had to backtrack on that one. He was taking the ball all the way here, looking for something special. Won't quite get it, but does give Ben a chance here to double tap this one home. We're not able to do so, but Tomster with the easiest goal he'll score so far today. Bit of a tap in, everyone thinking of Ben, no one thinking of Tomster.
Very unfortunate. You see King of Casual and Artemis both jumping for that ball, and when no hit came through, it was just an open goal waiting for Ben.
Yeah, it wasn't a very long lead for Creaky Knees, unfortunately, but Deus looking at this ball clear downfield, able to do so, as Artemis will clear this one now for now. It gets a big dunk as well downfield. Opportunity here, Casual looking to get up, but won't quite manage to beat his opponent in the air. Does enough to keep the attack alive, but not able to get a shot or real opportunity created for his team. Ball now downfield. Artemis misreads it entirely, and that one's just going to go all the way. Shadow just taps it in to make absolutely sure, but that was all about Ben beating Artemis.
Very unfortunate for the Orange team. They were getting really good attack going, but just one mistake. Just all three of them pushed too far up, and all of a sudden one powerful ball, and it's a goal for Renault Mentality.
Yeah, Renault Mentality here have a 1-goal lead once again, and it could be 2 goals now, but well, Artemis says not today. Tomster putting that ball up, making it awkward, just buying time for the defense to reset. Nicely done. Shadow now taking the ball up the field, looking to make something happen, trying his best here to Ben with a lovely little redirect. 4-2, and still 2.5 minutes left, so it's not game over, but you feel they couldn't afford to concede 4 again, and they have once again.
Yeah, I mean, that's just child's play there for Ben. He hits those 100 times a day in free play. Just easy stuff, and you can't give them those chances really. If you're Creaky Knees, you have to get to the ball as fast as possible, cut off those chances before they manifest into goals.
Tomster just biding his time, waiting to see the mistakes come out. And oh, Tomster, I don't know how many taps that came off the crossbar, but he puts it in anyway regardless. 5-2, and that just might be the series there.
That's very unfortunate, sadly, but yeah, just 2 players missing the ball and then one caught flat-footed on the ground. That will result in a goal when an SSL is steering you down.
Oh, Shadow looking to put this one in, looking at opportunity off the post, and ball back centre again, and well, King Casual cleared this ball up the field for now. Looking to pop this one home, unable to do so, and the ball going through. Is he going to score 3 goals? Deus is going to make it 3 goals. I was correct. They have scored 3 in game 3.
There's hope yet that they scored 3 more in 2 minutes' time. Um, not a huge amount of hope, but hope nonetheless.
Well, they only need to score 2 in 1 minute and 54 seconds. Now, if you need to score 1, then they've got infinite time to score the second goal, so it's not a big deal, of course, because time doesn't stop in Rocket League. And Kia Cash with a dunk! Oh, dear me, 5-4, the comeback is on!
Come on, I believe. Surely, I mean, I was just Shadow not having any confidence in King Casual to challenge him when he did, and I mean, yeah, you can't really give those kind of balls to Kuganese at this point. Like, it's almost series point. You should just make sure you have the game in hand.
Everybody going for this ball. Deus the one who wins it, and Artemis, if he just be a bit more patient there, perhaps, instead of going like that the way he did, he might have had an opportunity to score because everyone was up in offense for the blue team. And here's a chance for an equalizer. What a save from Ben. Fantastic save. Hits it off the crossbar. The ball sneaks out away from the net. And luckily for the blue team, for Renault Mentality, they survive again. William Field past Artemis. Artemis, though, gets blocked out in the shot. And the ball fades wide. That'd be a corner in football. But, of course, in Rocket League, there are no corners as we play on.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate. 2 very good chances there for Creaky Knees. I think they've got the hope in them. They're pushing. They're trying their hardest to get something. And that something is all they need at the end of the day. They just need to keep their head to make sure they don't make any mistakes that result in more goals. So that's the last thing they need.
Yeah, Ben very smartly there. Didn't go for the ball, just went for Artemis. Knew he's the man, the danger man on the field, and decided to take him out. And here, surely for 6-4, it is 6-4. Ben putting perhaps the exclamation point on this victory. Perhaps finishing it off now. 2 goals needed in 37 seconds. Very difficult for it to happen, I think.
Yeah. Blue team celebrating early there with the shoe from Ben. But yeah, that was the mistake I was talking about. Just 2 players pushed up too far, and then Tom with a very fast beat on the defender, resulting in a quick goal. We might see more yet. Oh my.
Well, Shadow can't complain about the freestyling controversy because he just flipping on the opponents today. Lovely goal there. King of Casual saying that was stinky, but stinkily good as the ball flies in the back of the net. And 3-goal lead. That is going to be it. As Ben says to ban him because he's a freestyler.
Yeah. Still hope yet, more. Yeah, I mean, like, well, there's still hope, right? Right?
It's winnable. It's winnable.
I've seen it happen. As
1 goal every 4 seconds. You know, it's doable. It's doable.
King of Casual last winnable, and Ben's now asking for bribes. So, maybe as we question Creaky Knees' skill in this game, we might question Renault Mentality's integrity as a competitive team, right? But yeah, no, this has been a dominant series from them. Can't complain. They've got to show off their mechs. They've got to get to go into the grand finals with their own mentality, very much rejuvenated, revitalized. I'm excited.
Fantastic game, of course. Creaky Knees will take home 3rd. There's nothing for 3rd, but they take home 3rd anyway overall in this series. So they'll be very happy with that. You know, a lot of good players in this tournament. So the fact they made it that far is quite good. But I think we expected teams that are actually in the final to be there ultimately, and indeed they are, and that should make it for an interesting tournament, an interesting final. But of course, we don't know whether they're going to pick a best of 5 or best of 7, best of 5 bracket reset, sorry, or best of 7. So we'll find that out for you as soon as we possibly can. But it's going to be very, very interesting to see who can take this series, Des, Rumi.
Yeah, you saw the winners final. Was very, very close. Went Renault Mentality, sorry, not Vitality, won games 1 and 3, and Up to No Good won games 2, 4, and 5. So it's going to be a very close series, you would hope. So it will make for a very good Rocket League indeed to watch.
Yes, indeed, it will make a very, very interesting one indeed to see how it will go and see exactly how we will get on through this one. We're going to take a very quick break while we get ready for the next series, and be the grand final. And the grand final will be between Up to No Good with Jaffa Little Dude and Shane against Renault Mentality. We just saw there Tomster, Ben, and Shadow. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with the second game. Cut up soon.
friend. I felt like dying again and again. I went through hell, stared at death, but I keep fighting with each living breath. I saw no way out from where I stood. Felt like the fire had burned me through. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the grand final of this 3v3 Cup, sponsored by Slíbhín Gaming. Of course, €60 prize pool on the line here as Renault Mentality, we saw on stream, winning 3-0 against Creaky Knees, against Up to No Good, which of course is the team of Jaffa, Shane, and Little Dude. So, of course, they bet Renault Mentality in the upper final. So, interesting to see exactly we go. They decided to go for best of 7, so they'll have a 1-game advantage. So, we 1-0 up in the series, and need 3 to win. Renault Mentality need 4 games to win. That's going to make it an interesting prospect for Renault Mentality. Of course, they don't have to face a bracket reset, but they do have to still win 4 games, well, not in a row, but out of 6.
Yeah, it's quite the tall order, especially against such a good team as Jaffa, Little Dude, and Shane, who have been very strong previously in RLI tournaments. But then again, Tomster is, of course, quite a strong player in RLI's tournament history as well. So you'll have to
Bring
see.
a winner.
Yeah, exactly. They both have silverware in their trophy cabinet, and we'll have to see if they can bring that experience into this game.
Well, what's your prediction for the series before we get going? We'll get going in just a second. Oh, Thompson's going for a break anyway, so we have to take a little bit longer. But who do you think's going to win the series? Who do you think's going to win this €60 prize pool?
I think it'll be very, very close, but I think Up to No Good might just win it, given the advantage, and also given that they have the mental edge over Renault Mentality, and that they've won a series against them already today.
Yeah, very, very impressive performance from them earlier on, indeed. And I'm going to say the same. I think it's going to be a 4-2 win. So I have Renault Mentality taking two games, but I think ultimately 3-2 was the score of the last one. So I'm going to say 3-2 again, but that's going to make it, of course, 4-2 series score. So that's what I'm going with. 4-2. We'll see 5 games, I think. So that's my opinion, but we'll never know. We're just waiting for Thompson to get back now, and then we'll get this game underway. But who's the players looking out for on both teams today? Who do you think is going to make the difference for either team today?
It's difficult to pick one out of Renault Mentality, even though I don't really know Jack or Ben, but I'd say Tomster, to be honest, because Tomster has just been so good previously. He's been constantly a strong presence at LANs. I think in Up to No Good, it's also quite difficult to pick, but Shane, given that how he's so active in RLCS and constantly gets, I don't remember if it's day 2s or day 3s, but he gets quite deep into RLCS runs. So
Yeah,
he's Shane from Up to No Good.
A very talented player. We'll get the players to join. And we'll get underway here for game number 1 of a possible 7. Well, game number 2 of a possible 7, because it's a 1-0 lead, of course, for the team in orange, which is Up to No Good. Well, we're hoping the last player will join here quickly before the game starts. We might have to reset. There we go. Thompson's in. We're all set to go here for game number 1. Chief Shadow see Jaffa, and here we go. Who's going to get the win on the kickoff for the first one? It's pretty neutral, but Ben does win it. Big demo though from Jaffa on Shadow. Knew he couldn't get the boost, so just took him out of the play once he had the boost. And that's a really smart play. You don't see that too often at this level. Those kind of plays where you have just got 100 boosts and you're taking it to the play, which automatically reduces you to 33. It's a very, very smart move by the opposition number.
Yeah, immediately demos out the gate can set up the series for us. We're going to see a lot more high octane intensity from both teams. We're going to see the try-hard side of Renault Mentality, I think, with already so much faster from both sides.
Yeah, very fast indeed. Oh, almost an own goal there, and it will be off the post. Big chance for Tomster, and he did kick himself. He didn't put that one in the back of the net. Yummy.
Yeah, that was best chance so far, but they've got so much pressure in the last 30 seconds or so. Something's got to give at some point.
Oh, good save again there on the line by Jaffa. Gets there first, and well, Tomster having to go back to his own corner. That's a little double touch from Shane off the crossbar. And we've seen the woodwork come to the rescue of both teams so far, Yummy, and they'll both be relieved that it's only at 0-0, not perhaps 1-0 to one team or 1-1.
Yeah, you don't know really if that's nerves or just bottling it. You know, what's the cause? But nevertheless, both teams have now missed great chances, just barely as well. That might affect their mental as well.
Might do indeed. And, you know, we don't talk about the mental game, I think, enough in Rocket League. It's so important that you keep the vibes up. And they see a double commit there, and a crazy double commit as well from Up to No Good. That was, I don't know why, whoever was, I think it was Little Dude, just flying through the air when Shane was already up and coming from absolutely nowhere. It's a bit crazy, and that's a sign mentality, perhaps the nerves are there. It's a bit of a nervous start for both teams.
Yeah, double commit just there as well. You they weren't punished because of it, but it does show that, you know, the comms aren't quite there yet. They haven't quite fell into the rhythm of rotations and who's going for the ball, and they have to sort that out, otherwise they'll get on for at some point.
Really do, but you know, you can make the argument as well that they've been waiting, what, an hour now? Not an hour, but 45, 50 minutes for their game. They're a bit cold, perhaps. You know, they're not up to the standard of very high competitive play. They may have played a few lobbies themselves among each other, or perhaps they may have played some ranked, but you can't replicate a tournament situation, and Tomster makes it 1-0 here to Random Mentality. Might be about to level this series up.
Yeah, that was a great pass from Shadow there. I mean, all games so far, I think Shadow's actually surprised me in how confident he has been, especially in his mechs. And that pass there is a good example. He just beats his man to the ball and sets the pass up. And as you say, Up to No Good, just maybe not quite warmed up yet as well as they'd like to be. And Random Mentality are coming off the back of the series in a tournament, and their mechs are clearly fresh as daisies.
Yeah, they're looking really strong right now. Thompson, a lovely little pass from Ben, perhaps a little bit too close to Thompson. Need to be a little more in front of him, give him a chance to have a shot there. But Little Dude looking for a redirect. But that's a lovely pass, center, but a great save from Shadow. Comes across at the back post to stop that one, just settling in the bottom corner of the net. Little Dude shot well, it's wayward and it's wide, but he gets a demo on the way up, but then blocks his own teammate from getting the ball through. We saw that a few times in the previous series as well, and it proved costly for Creaky Knees. Will it prove costly for Up to No Good?
This is they just need to. Both teams have not been perfect double commits wise, but you have to say that Shadow and Tomster are just linking up enough times that Up to No Good really have to get their show going properly. And oh well, that's it.
Yeah, really good play here from Shane. He gets on the wall, wave dashing on the wall as well, smartly. Little Dude's shot as well blocked there by Tomster, but he can't block the second one. And it's 1-1. We're all tied up here, and that was the best piece of play I think we've seen from either side so far. Up to No Good with a good passing play and then creating opportunities for their team. And a big kickoff there, but Ben will collect that one for now.
Yeah, it's good for Up to No Good to get that goal, especially in game one. If they'd gone from game one with no goal on the scoreboard, it might have changed the outcome of things going forward. But now they have the current draw, and they can try their best to get a win from this game, which would mean a lot in the context of the whole series.
We're off the post again, and are we going to see our first overtime on stream today? 20 seconds here for one team to be a hero or be a villain. That's the big question. Will it be a mistake that costs one of these teams this game? Will it be a moment of individual brilliance, like from Little Dude? He hits the crossbar, but he was well blocked out as well. I think it would have been defended well enough. Shane now trying to get across and able to do so, and the ball still in this blue half for now, and Up to No Good looking to put the dagger into the heart, but it will be overtime in game number 2.
That was very, very close. There great pressure from Up to No Good, but Random Mentality held strong. And now we go into overtime. Very tense moment now to see who gets the momentum going forward in the series.
It will be really, really vital here, you feel, though, for Random Mentality to take this game, because if they go 2-0 down, it's a real uphill task from there in the best of 7. especially when, you know, the opponent has only won one game technically, and they'll be in a good mood. But they will take the game. Tumster puts it home, 2-1, 26 seconds into overtime. We're all tied up in the series, 1-1. It's a best of 5.
Pure pace on that shot as well. 113 with a bounce. That was just a great shot there from Tomster, leaving the defender no chance to save the ball. And what a great game to start things off with.
Yeah, the first 2.5 minutes very scrappy, but after that, then it really picked up. Both teams showing why they're here, why they're in this final, why they're so good, why they're, you know, really on top of RLI as a whole, and, you know, really, really good to see. But hopefully we'll see better now from both teams in game number 3 and onwards. But it is now essentially a best of 5, Yummy. And who does that suit more, you think?
It's difficult to say. I think given the mental edge, Renner mentality, probably going forward. I mean, they've just won an actual game instead of being given a free game, and they're also fully warmed up. You'd think Upton No Good are warmed up by now as well, but you never know.
Yeah, good block out there though defensively. Shane will look here to pinch one off the ground. Look at the passing play, and that one just got to settle. Oh no, it's not off the post from Jaffa, but what an attempt there between Shane and Jaffa. It looked like it was going to pop into the back of the net, but not quite. Bit of a misread there in the backboard. Jaffa with a great save from Shadow. And well, frantic start here to game number 3, sorry. And well, bit of a defensive error there, and that allows Benj to put that one in. Difficult shot, but it's the defense that cost them here.
Yeah, I was a great. I'm not sure if it was an intentional shot, but nonetheless, it was a great goal. He was trying to set up a chance, and he got a goal instead, which I'm sure you won't be complaining about. And this is huge. 30 seconds in, a goal for Renner mentality. That'll give them great momentum going forward. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, see exactly this one go. Little dude gets that one over one. Tomster will take it back in his corner. We'll grab some boosts as well. Now here we'll try to use the mechanics to get up the field. 40 boosts to work with, and a dream. But can't quite manage to work that one out nicely. And that's a big mistake from Shadow, but thankfully Ben is back defensively. Good rotations there from the Carlo man. He tries his best to continue this one. Well, Carlo IT man anyway. I don't know if he's actually from Carlo. I'd feel bad if he was from Carlo. That'd be pretty rough. Ball coming up the field there, trying to get that one in, unable to do so. Shane pops it back center, but someone's there apart from Little Dude. And again, Little Dude's accuracy's just been a bit off today there, Yumi Uranium.
Yeah, that's just so unfortunate for Upton No Good. That's 2 chances now that have been denied by either the crossbar or the post. And oh, is that a mistake? Not quite, but yeah, Upton No Good have just been not quite 100% on the attack yet, and they really need to be if they want to win this grand finals.
Well, lucky for them, there's still got loads of time here. 3 minutes and 15 seconds to work with, and you know they've created some good looks on net. They've had some opportunities. And Jaffa now looking for an opportunity himself, but again the accuracy's not there. Takes the player out though. Double commit here on the backboard, but Ben clears that one nicely downfield, and that will relieve pressure and just set time for rotations to reset. As Tomster, well, can't get the ball, but gets the man instead. Little Dude popping this one off the wall and trying for a dunk, but able to get it. As good offense here from the team in Blue Renner mentality. Looking strong right now. Shane can't get to that ball first, and Ben here with an opportunity. Little Dude just does enough to pull him off, but Ben still sticks with that play very nicely indeed. Jaffa into the opposition corner now, looking to get something going offensively, looking for a bump perhaps. No, looking to pop that one down, and can't quite manage it. And it's 1-0 still as we reach halfway mark in game number 3, sorry.
They've got very, very strong hits, I think, is something I've noticed about Renner mentality. All their hits have been so solid. Their attacks have not really had a chink to fall apart from, and it's difficult for Upton No Good to try and counter-attack in the play. They haven't got all too much pressure, and when they have, it's been kind of not accurate enough, I think.
Yeah, definitely that's the one thing you would say. The accuracy there from Upton No Good not been good, but that one might just sneak in off the backboard. Big demo from Tomster. Realised that Jaffa was waiting patiently, and Jaffa had to do a bit more there. You feel he had to pre-jump that one a little bit as well. A bit of a error in midfield, but you know, at times you're gonna have to take a risk. You're gonna have to pre-jump something. You're gonna have to pre-flip something, and I don't
Oh,
think
is
up to no
that-
good are willing to do that. That's just straight in. It's 2-0. Ben will say thank you very much. Second time in a row he's been gifted an easy goal.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I saw two people, the two people from Renner Mentality missed the ball. I said, "Oh no!" But then Upton good push too far up. No one's back in defense to save the ball when it inevitably gets launched up towards the orange goal. And you have to feel for Upton good at this point. Like they've gone almost 4 minutes without a goal. Relentless pressure from the blue team, and they really need to at least get a goal to try get their heads up, get the vibes going again. I'm just not sure how they're going to get it.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult to see. Right now, it seems like Renner Mentality are just a bit faster every ball. They're first every ball. They're winning the 50s, getting the dunks, they're getting everything going their way. They're over the green, and sometimes that's, if you're a better team, sometimes those things do fall for you a little bit more. And right now, Renner Mentality are just slightly better than their opponents. It's just first to everything, but Jaffa will pop this one high with Thompson there on the backboard waiting patiently. His ball timing ticking down here. 30 seconds left on the clock. It's looking like up to no good here. I'm going to see that one game advantage evaporate into a 1-game deficit. And it's definitely going to be a 1-game deficit as Ben makes it 3-0. He gets a hat-trick. And he's gifted his 3rd goal of the series, of the game, sorry.
Well, that's just great attacking play there from them. The thing is, Upton could know they're better than Renner Mentality. They know they've won a series against them already, but just this attack has been incredible from Renner Mentality. It's been so solid, and their mechs, their communication, their passes, it's just everything has been so on point, and there needs to be a turning point in the series, I feel, and it will be a struggle next game for Upton to try and make it into that turning point that they need. Right now, I mean, it's just dominant for Renner Mentality.
Yeah, definitely dominant indeed. Close game 1, but game 2 not close at all, as it's made a very, very nice victory there for Renner Mentality. 3-0. Ben scoring all 3 goals, but set up by his teammates who had the pressure applied. But again, the accuracy from no good has to improve. They don't have any chance here of winning this one. It's going to be very, very difficult for them to find a way back into this series if they can't manage to do that. And what exactly do you think up to no good have to do here to get themselves back into this one to really give themselves a shot? Because if they lose the next game, they're facing series point.
I think they need to start demoing more. Similar to my advice for Creaky Knees last series. They need to start playing more disruptive, because that's what Renner Mentality are doing a lot more this series. They're demoing quite a few goals. That game, I think, resulted from demos on the 3rd man and the 1st and 2nd man being pushed too far forward to get back in time to save the goal. I've been kicked from the game. Love that.
Oops.
Yeah,
everyone's been kicked. Everyone's been kicked, it seems. So
yeah.
just join back to party match there, and you should be all good to go again. We'll get you on the back in the lobby, and then we'll be all set to go. But waiting here for everyone to join in, and everyone is joining in. Unfortunately, Rory's the only one in with me, so hopefully you get back in soon, Yummy. But I'll take it from here for now as we get ready for game number 4. It's 2-1 in the series. Too bad Mentality, remember, up to no good, had a 1-game advantage coming into this one, so very, very difficult for them because they have not won a game yet. They need to start winning now. You feel if you lose this game, that might just be the series, Yummy.
Yeah. This is a very tense stage now for up to no good. They need to start getting goals on the board. They need to start getting intense pressure on Renner Mentality. They need to start questioning Renner Mentality's defense. And they need to do it fast. They only have 4 minutes or so to do it. And if they don't get it this game, well, it's going to be a very... Oh, well. That's not a great way to start off, is it?
It's really not. No, Thompson with a good 50 again and then finds it here. And Shane tries to go up. I don't know why he's trying to go up that way, but he does. And that just allows Thompson to roll off his belly into the back of the net. 1-0 now here to Renner Mentality. They scored the last 5 goals. They're 6-1 up in the series in terms of goals scored. So very, very difficult now. You feel up to no good. Have to get the next goal, Yummy.
Yeah, that goal was Shane, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. That was a very difficult goal to try and save, but it's why they've ended up in that situation that bothers me. You know, the fact that there's a ball just floating in front of net, and all Renault mentality needs is a player to just knock it in. Oh, wow, demos flying out from both.
Amazing plays here from this blue team. Renault mentality is so strong. They all find each other there in range in midfield and just trying to set up some misdirection as well in terms of that, because they had an opportunity. Oh my word, almost an own goal. Almost a huge own goal, and that would have perhaps put the nail in the coffin of this series. Never mind just this game, because that would have been a mentality monster. That would have been something that really broke the Camel's back, if you feel me.
Yeah, Shadow there right afterwards, just turning around and avoiding a bump, getting a reset, going for flashy plays, which is, I mean, given the confidence they have, you know, like, go for it, sure. But I think it's how fast he rose to the challenge, how fast he rose to the ball, onto the attack. It's very scary if you're up to no good. And looking at a revitalized Renault mentality, a strong side that have got the advantage going forward. That's something they didn't have in the last. Oh no, they didn't have the last series. Never mind. Some attack though from Renault mentality. They've got just a great communication. I think now they've figured out most of the problems. They're able to get to each other, pass the ball to each other, and create chances for it. Such a close, so close there for Tomster. Up to no good have been under a lot of pressure now for quite a while, and they really need to try get increased pressure on Renault mentality. They need to start pushing the ball up into their half a lot more and keep it going, keep it there for a while. Make sure that they're not losing it. Great goal there from Shane. That's also great pass as well to Jaffa. He then got a good 50, set up the goal. I believe Marky Mark has gone AFK for some reason or another.
Oh, I muted my mic. Never mute my mic. That was my problem. Sorry about that. I was talking all along. Mute my mic. There we go. I'm brilliant.
That's great. That's great. I was worried that like thunder had hit you, or lightning had hit you rather, and that that much is tasted earlier today. You wouldn't be back in action for a while.
No, I'm still here. Unfortunately, well, unfortunately, we're going off the post of the crossbar. What a save from Ben again. Shane's redirect. They're almost in, but here's an opportunity to the end. Great denial though by Shadow, who says no, not today. You're not getting through this defense again. Jaffa though almost there off the post, then he knocks the ball with his car the wrong way. 20 seconds here, but up to go, no good. Have the momentum, you feel, Yummy.
Yeah, this is while it's looking like an overtime. I think they've gotten better attacks now. Up to no good. They've got more. Well, okay.
No overtime, because Ben puts it in the back of the net.
Say nothing then. I'll just shut my mouth.
Oh, what a goal that is. Right placement, 1 second left on the clock, and that might just deflate up to no good here because they were looking so good. but unfortunately it's not going to be enough. The ball still in the air. There were no time left on the clock. It has to stay up. Infinite time, of course. Technically, that ball will hit the ground, surely. No, off the backboard. Opportunity! 0-second goal from Little Dude. 2-2. We're all tied up. We see overtime in game number 4.
What a critical touch there from Jaffa to set Little Dude up. He just knew all I need to do is to keep the ball off the ground, get a good hit off the backboard. No one from Renna Mentality was back to save it when the inevitable shot did go in. It's just great player there from Up to No Good, and their fans can have hope that they still have it in them to win the series.
Indeed, it could definitely be a very close series. Lead ball off the backboard. Little Dude here, waiting patiently. Just will get up, pre-jumped it, just make it difficult. Have to make his opponent make a decision. Just did enough there to deny an opportunity for Elementality. But here's a chance now for Ben, but he couldn't manage to get the redirection. He needed on that double tap redirect to get anything going. Looking for the bump there, unable to find it. Nice defense from Jaffa. Off the post it comes, and Jaffa leaves it smartly. That ball coming to midfield, and Ben will pass back here to Shadow. Shadow though taking out the play, but he's in the long half. That's going to allow time to reset here for both teams. And Little Dude, I don't know what he was trying to do there, but it didn't really work out for him. Ball off the lovely beat there from Jaffa, but Shadow's just done enough again. And that's one thing I would say around Mentality. They seem just to do enough in every single play to make it so difficult for their opponents to find a way through.
Yeah, they've got really good attacking play, and they seem to catch the counter attack before it becomes a problem as well. I think it'd just be really sad, I think, for Up to No Good if they don't win this game after such a good 0-second goal, as that shot almost went in. Hearts and mouths trouble.
Definitely Hearts, mate. 1 minute and 30 seconds down into overtime. How long is it going to be? Chad, I want to see you predict how long it's going to take. Who's going to score the winning goal for either team here? Of course, Up to No Good don't win this game. They are facing 3 series points, 3 championship points against them. For tournament life on the line as the ball comes down. Opportunity here, but it's wide there from Little Dude. And that's unfortunate. Again, the accuracy issues going back, and that pass not as accurate as it could be. And maybe seeing a bit of fear now, a bit of trepidation coming out here from this blue team, the Renna Mentality team.
Yeah, they've got a lot more shaky, I feel. Okay, great pass there. Yeah, that's another example of it. They've gotten a lot more shaky. Shadow, they're not able to clear the ball, and Little Dude just gets it past Shadow. Unfortunate hit off the top, and Shane's there to score the goal to win the game.
Well, we're all tied up again here in the series, 2-2, so it's now a best of 3 in the series, essentially. We've got 3 games potentially left here, 2 games victories for either team. We'll see them take home €60 today, but fantastic play from both teams once again. It'll be interesting to do this. As Jaffa says, his heart is going on him, unfortunately.
He can't do this anymore because he's too old. Well, this is great stuff to watch. Jaffa, so please keep going. You have to feel happy for Up to No Good there. It was looking lost for them up until the last few seconds of the game there. Before overtime, Jaffa set the goal up, or I can't remember who set the goal up, to be honest. Anyway, they scored, and they got the win at the end. And I think this might be the win that Up to No Good need. I think this is maybe the turning point. We'll see going forward if Renna Mentality can keep going and keep taking wins. But yeah, it's gonna be good stuff.
Yeah, interesting. Very good stuff indeed. And we're going to see here, can they find a way to get ahead in the series for the second time? Of course, they had a lead early on. They, of course, had a 1-game lead coming into this series, but that's their first game win of the series. And could that be the turning point in this series? Or are Renna Mentality going to show their mentality monsters, as Jurgen Klopp would say, and find a way back into this series and find a way back ahead and put themselves within 1 game of €60? Really important game here. You'll be game 5 in a best of 7 series when it's all tied up at 2-2. You win it, you go on series point. You lose it, you have to win 2 games in a row to win the series.
Yeah, whoever wins this will really have the advantage going forward, obviously, but as well as the game advantage, they'll have the mental advantage, whether it's Up to No Good coming off the back of a near loss last game, to win this game, they'll be a lot more confident. Or if Rena Mentality win, then I think that might just shatter up to no goods mental as well.
Definitely here, it's going to be interesting to see. The momentum has swung back and forth in the series so far. Will it continue to do so, or can one team take this series by the scruff of the neck and put the boot on their opponent's throat and really make it difficult now for them to fight back in, give them no air to breathe? And, well, you see Pakatea there saying in chat that it needs more demos, and, well, I would agree with him. I think right now here the demo game has been kind of in the midfield section, hasn't really been in offensive areas, and you know, demos can be ineffective if you're just putting in the wrong area, Yomi.
Yeah, I think in general, more disruptive play from both teams could help swing things. I think that's what Rena Mentality were doing well earlier. I was seeing a good few demos. And I mean, that was what they stopped doing last game. And it cost them the game, along with all the factors maybe.
Do you think they stopped, or were they maybe forced to stop? Were they maybe forced in a situation where demos became harder to get because, you know, the up to no good, or perhaps playing a bit faster, perhaps playing a bit more free? Oh, dunk central.
Yeah, that was a great goal there. To be honest, Marky, I'm not Jenga, so I need to look at the replay a few times to be able to tell the exact cause of why they stopped demoing. But a great goal there from Shadow, and 2 minutes in, this is an important goal, you think?
I think so. I think it's a huge goal in the context of the series. I think it's a huge goal in the context of the game. Any goal in Rocket League is a huge goal in the context of the game. But in the series, I think that could be a massive goal. It's well worked as well. Great bump attempt, and Shadow did enough to disrupt the defense, and Ben comes flying in to make it 2-0.
Yeah, up to no good will really need to fight for the rest of this game. So if they lose this game, I can't really see them flipping the switch again. Jaffa's heart might actually go on him. Yeah, 2 goals though. That's tall order.
Oh, good effort there from Jaffa off the crossbar and down. Difficult shot there. Had to come across it, which is always a hard thing to do, and find the accuracy at the same time. Even the pros struggle with that one. Remember, these players are all up there, thereabouts. You know, they're all fantastic players, you know, high quality players who play very well. And that's the one thing I'll say about Ireland. You know, for such a small country, we've got so many good Rocket League players, and obviously, you know, you had a Simas against Smokes there in RLCS this weekend. You know, 2 players who are big part of RLI, just showing that Ireland is starting to get on the international stage, and these kind of tournaments help a lot with those kind of players.
It gives them the confidence in each other. This is the kind of attack they need. Good pressure there from Jaffa, and great pass there from Shane. Shadow, I don't think he had any boost to fight that. But yeah, having the confidence coming from these tournaments to go into grand finals, like a 6 wins, really, but with 60 euro on the line instead of Eagles. Yeah, it does them good, I think.
This is really good indeed, and here's an opportunity there for the dude to find a way through, and able to do so. Tomster put this one up. Opportunity now for Shadow to get this one down, up and down. He does get it, but that's a good block from Jaffa. He has a savior medal now to his name. He's been resolute in defense for his team, made it very difficult for their opponents to find a way through. And you know, I'd say all 3 goals so far have been well worked. You know, there hasn't really been any defensive mistake. This first goal, maybe you could say perhaps should have been a bit better in clearing that bubble. It's a great dunk by Shadow. Second goal, really well worked by Shadow, getting some bumping plays and then making a little dude not being able to jump for the ball. And then third goal was a really good passing play. I thought that was in. Shane gets a defensive block. The ball coming back center again. Everyone missing the ball this time, and that could be costly for both teams.
Yeah, both teams just a lot more solid than they were, say, at the start of the series. I say as Thompson misses the ball. But yeah, no, the defense, there's a lot more clutch saves coming out from both sides, which is great to see. And it's just about the one slip up, whatever team fails to make the clutch save. That that is one. That might just seal the series.
Well, it's probably going to seal the game, but
yes,
it could also seal the series. Little dude, they're just getting caught up. Doesn't get the half flip as well as he would have wanted to get it. And Shadow follows through, gets the man and gets the ball, and pops that one into the back of the net, makes it 3-1, makes it very, very difficult now here for Up to No Good to find a way back. But they found a way back last time, so never count them out. There's still plenty of time left in this game to find a way back in, and well, it could be a chance here, but well denied by Shadow.
I think you can see all three players pushed up quite a lot. That's giving Renner Mentality an opening, quite capitalise. And oh, that's a great chance there. Oh. Yeah.
Great defending.
Yeah.
Great defending on the line there from Renner Mentality. 10 seconds left here, and surely that might just be the game. Sign, seal, deliver now. This Shane here can get this ball to the field as quickly as possible. Won't be able to do it. 2 seconds left. That is going to be it. Series point for Renner Mentality. And it won't be a 4-2 as I predicted. It will be indeed at most a 4-3 for Up to No Good. But Renner Mentality are one game away from winning €60. And they'll have to do it here the easy way. For Up to No Good is the hard way. They'll have to win 2 games in the bounce, which they haven't managed to do so far. The only one team that's managed to do that in the series is Renner Mentality.
Yeah. Renner Mentality taking that win there. It's hugely important for them, I think. Not giving the momentum to Up to No Good. Winning this game rather than the next game will be much more helpful in the long run because it means Jaffa, Shane, and Little Dude going forward are having to struggle uphill, win every single game from now until the end of the series in order to take home the €60.
Very, very interesting. Can they do that, or will it be a Game 7 situation, or will it be Up to No Good bowing out of this grand final in 6 games, having only won one of them because, of course, they were given a 1-game head start against their opponent. Mentality here, starting strong, and that one might just sneak in, but Little Dude is back to make sure it doesn't go into the back of the net. Tom's up the field now, trying to get some clear, but there he is again, just making sure that he's just in the right place at the right time. That's something he's done very well today, Yummy. He's always been in the right place at the right time, making it very difficult for his opponents to live.
Yeah, just being a nuisance and being the reason that the other team don't want to play is quite important in such a high level lobby, because it just disrupts the vibes of the other team. And oh my Zion.
Well, defensive error here. Jaffa does well to get this ball through, but you feel Ben here should clear that a bit better than that, and that gives the ball to Little Dude, who pops it in the back of the net. 1-0, and it's the first lead we've seen in quite some time. It's actually the first lead in regulation that this Orange team have had, so you know that's a bit scary, isn't it? Bit of a scary stat there.
It's it's something that they need though. They needed that at some point, and this is the most important game I think for them so far. Series tournament point. They need to start getting the lead. They need to start scoring a lot more goals, and hopefully for them that'll be the start of many.
Yes, hopefully it will be the start of many indeed. As you see here, they'll play continue ball in centre. Nobody there to collect it, and Thompson once again, right place, right time. But Jaffa takes out Ben, and that's going to give an opportunity. And that's the kind of demos I'm talking about, getting them in the right place at the right time. It'll be passed down, and Shane is there, beats all 3 men, 2-0. And a great opportunity now for Up to No Good to take us to game number 7.
Yeah, the last 20 seconds there just been constant pressure from Up to No Good, and it finally resulted in a goal. That's exactly what they need. Just battering Renner Mentality with attacks and starving them for boosts and just beating them to every ball if they can.
The best way to go about it is beating them to every ball, and Thompson getting up nicely, looking here to get the cherry pick from himself, but unable to do so. Shane will bring this one forward, furthest man forward there as well after getting that defensive block. Jaffa will knock this ball up in the air and will look to follow, will do so, and Little Dude getting a big demo, and those demos are starting to come out in really offensive areas here for this Up to No Good team, and that is really good to see. But they all push up there, a little fortunate perhaps that ball didn't sneak in behind them and give them a chance for Renner Mentality to score again as well. Shadow looking to get something special going there, but unable to do so. The ball cleared downfield for now, and Up to No Good here have definitely stepped up the game a little bit in this game. You know, they looked and they're getting demos here really nicely. Little Dude just finding his opponents with absolute aplomb and taking them out of the play, and that could be a real disruptor here in terms of the mentality of this game for the Renner Mentality team.
Hey, yeah, the momentum has thoroughly shifted, especially in the last 2 minutes or so. They've gotten to 2 goals. The only
Oh, what a goal!
okay, not the only 2 goals in the of the match so far. I'll just stop whatever point I was going to try to make because it's been completely nullified now with that goal. All of the analysis comes out the window.
The little dude just backflip there as well, which is unfortunate. But great pass from Ben to find Shadow, and Shadow, I think, would have beaten little dude to that ball anyway, but little dude might have made that bit more tricky of a shot for him. But it doesn't matter. The ball ends up in the back of the net. That's all that matters. All that matters in terms of the shot and all that is that the ball goes in. Jaffa has to make a save there. Awkward shot. Ball coming back center for Tomster, but Shane does enough to get in the way and disrupt that one nicely.
Yeah, it's been chaotic now at the orange side of the pitch, and they need to get it out, and they need to start battering the blue goal now if they want to make sure that Renna Mentality doesn't have pressure that they're so used to having when they won games against them earlier.
Shadow does well to beat one, and he has to beat Shane now. Double Shane gets up nicely, clears that ball for now, but only as far as Ben. And Ben here will look for a double tap. Good effort. Oh, off the post again, and big chance there for the team in blue to pull themselves right back into this game and give themselves a fighting chance of winning the series. As well, we may have a... No, we don't have a rule. I thought we had a rule 1 in net, but we don't have that, unfortunately. Ball comes back center here. Jaffa puts it into the slide, and Ben will go up for this one. Off the ceiling as well. Pops that one nicely, but someone's going to be there from 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock now. This ball going to fall to Jaffa, who will pull it to the side, but only as far as Shadow. Shadow collects it, but then Thompson taking out the play. Shadow will have to go himself here without Thompson's help, and Ben now getting a demo and, well, looking for a pinch play with Shadow, but always a difficult one to get on under wrap, especially in that angle he's coming at there. Yummy, it's very difficult to get it on target.
Yeah, I was hopeful at best, and I think they need a bit more than hopeful at this stage in the game. 40 seconds left, they need a goal to level things up and throw them to at least an overtime, if not win the game.
Still technically infinite time left from the clock because 1 goal lead, 0 seconds is a goal. Oh, what a save from Shadow! I thought that was in the back and I thought that was 3-1 and that was going to be the game. We're going to see game 7, but still time left from the clock here for Renna Mentality to find a equalizer. Still time from the good, but up to no good here, keeping the pressure applied firmly in the blue half. Jaffa, a smart play there, puts that ball up. He's going to let the time tick down here. 4 seconds remaining. Thompson will have to keep this ball in the air. Does enough to give Shadow an opportunity. Shadow, though, lets that ball drop a bit too much. And up to no good, hit it to the ground. And we'll see game number 7, Yummy.
Yeah, exciting stuff. Up to no good. That game wasn't quite last minute stuff for them, although Renna Mentality did look like they had a chance in the last minute. But they closed it out in the end. And this is a good platform to start their campaign to win the last 2 games that they need, or the 1 game that they need now. Exciting stuff.
Yeah, they fought back nicely. They're in a position now to take this series. But of course, it's 1 game. That's all it's come down to. It always comes down to 1 game. Best of 7. Are we going to see overtime? Are we going to see winner regulation? What we're going to see exactly in this one, who knows? Because both teams have had their chances. Both teams have the moments. Renna Mentality only seem to win 2 games in a row so far. So can up to no good match that and then use that 1 game advantage. That 1 game advantage now could be proving absolutely crucial in terms of the series.
Yeah, it could really, because all they need now is just close it out. And, can they remember that they've won a series before against them? Will they be able to use that knowledge effectively, you ask? Well, we'll see now.
5 minutes plus potential overtime to separate these 2 great teams from each other. And there's an opportunity, but it's well denied. And Jaffa now will chase this ball upfield. Puts it center, but nobody there, unfortunately. There's an opportunity now for the little dude off the backboard. Shane surely going to score this one into the bottom corner. All 3 players from an mentality went, and that caused the problem.
Yeah, I mean, that's textbook stuff there. Great assist there from little dude. And Shane just knocks it in. A double commit there in the defense. The last thing you want to see coming from Renna Mentality, who are now in the passenger seat and just staring down the barrel of a tournament loss.
Indeed they are. Can they find a way back into this one? Can they find a way back into the series, or are up to no good going to use that 1 game advantage to absolute clinical effect and win this series by 4 games to 3? Ball comes center and no one's there, and Jaffa is there instead. Shane with the pass, Jaffa with the goal. 2-0 up to no good, pulling away with this one.
That was a great pass there from Shane and Jaffa with the stretching his car as far as he possibly could to score it. And Renna mentality, their own mentality, might be mudded.
Well, still plenty of time. The next goal here is going to be very crucial. You feel that if up to no good get it, it's going to be game over, and it will be up to no good to get it because little dude, it was, I believe, Jaffa causing all sorts of chaos in the back end, and there you see it, Jaffa just getting up, stopping Thompson from getting a really good effort on that one, and little dude pops the top corner. 3-0, only 53 seconds gone in this game. Up to no good, starting to pull away from the station and pull towards victory.
That was great stuff there. From up to no good, they looked really, really solid in this first minute, and I mean that's exactly what they need to show that they deserve to be the tournament winners. This is the solidity we saw earlier from Renna mentality, and when we thought that they might be able to take the tournament, the 3 goals there just early were just perfect. So exactly what they needed.
Well, still time on the clock though for the team in blue, Renna mentality, to fight the way back into this one. They need a goal. They need it quickly, you feel. They need the goal in probably the next minute or so, because there's a good chance of getting back into this series. Of course, 2.5 minutes, still plenty of time to score 3 goals. It only took 53 seconds. Well, it's going to be 4-0. Little dude says thank you very much. Shane gets the Playmaker award, and it's 4-0. And that just might be the game, you mean?
Yeah, I'm not sure what Tomster was thinking there. But yeah, little dude capitalizes on the defensive mistake. No one's in the goal waiting for us. And it's a goal, 4 goals now for Renna mentality to try and claw back. And against such a revitalized attack as Up to No Good has, you really have to ask, can they do it? We've seen it before from them, the veracity that they have. Can they muster it up in 3 minutes left? Oh well, okay. Well,
I don't even know what to say about that one. That one's just a bit 50 of the goals awry for the team in blue, because it falls straight to Shane, who says thank you very much. I'll stop that on the bottom corner. 5-0 now, and well, it's looking dire for Renna mentality. It's looking like they are going to be exactly like Vitality and in trouble. But Shadow Thompson with a great pass, and could that be the start of a huge comeback?
well, as Ejam says in the chat, it is winnable, technically, and with a goal there from Shadow, they put themselves back within 4 goals, and they've scored 4 goals before. Surely they can do it in 2 minutes and 53 seconds.
Well, they're going to have to do it in 3 minutes 53 seconds, because otherwise they're going to be out of this tournament in 2nd place and watching their opponents take the €60 home. And the ball comes across. The opportunity was denied, pushed away by Shane very nicely indeed, and he'll look to get up to this one, put it to the side, and chance now here. Opportunity is coming aplenty for both teams, but who's going to make the most of them? And it's 5-2. Ben, with 2.5 minutes to go, is making this a contest.
Halfway through the game exactly, and Ben scores their 2nd goal. They put it within 3 now. The tide is turning. Will it turn enough and in time?
That is the big question. Can Renna mentality here find a way back in, or are those little mistakes going to prove too costly? You know, one or two of those goals really well worked by Up to No Good. A few of them though, you know, gifted a little bit, or just a bit of a luck going their way. Up to No Good here. Shane surely going to make this. Oh, Jaffa fakes out the shot and makes someone flip, but doesn't get the 2nd opportunity at the cherry. Ball cleared to the side. Now opportunity here up the field, and Jaffa gets bumped off the play, and a bit of a double commit there in the defense, but they pinch it out nicely enough. Thumbster looking to work his magic, but unable to find anything good. Need a goal, need one soon here. You feel they'll reduce the deficit by another goal. Good attempt, and Thompson's up here. Thompson though gets beaten to that ball by little dude very nicely indeed. Great aerial awareness, great awareness in general. Ben there realizing the pre-jump was coming from his opponent, knocks it around the side, and Right now, just eating time off the clock here a little bit. Are their opponents? Oh, that one's going to sneak in somehow. Thompson's dead, but the ball is in the back of the net. That is a big defensive whiff from up to no good.
The Renner Mentality team has managed to turn the tide of the attack. They've gotten the pressure that they needed, the pressure they had earlier. All the solidity that Up to No Good had earlier in the game is completely gone. They got 5 goals and they aren't really showing it now in their play. They're much more scrambled, less cohesive in the defense, and they aren't getting enough of an attack.
Free passing play there. Shadow knocked this one off the backboard, but nobody there to receive it. Puts this one down, but there's little dude just doing enough. But Thompson had a great chance there to make it a 5-4 and just missed it. But a minute to go here. A goal needed from somewhere. Good bum from Jaffa. That's going to give Shane a chance, but well cleared away by Shadow. Well, Thompson trying his best there to find a way through. Passing plays awake, but Jaffa awake to the situation. 45 seconds left now, and another goal here. You feel Up to No Good will seal this one right here, right now, but well, just a miscommunication again there. And Shane, 1v1, and he'll just bully it in, gets his hat-trick. He's been involved in every goal in this match, and it's 6-3.
My God, Thompson, it's unfortunate there. He doesn't flip quite in time. Shane just forces the ball past him, and back to 3 goals, 30 seconds left. I mean, they got quite the pressure going earlier, but it's all gone now for Renner Mentality. They need to try and start it back up, but I fear they don't have enough time.
I don't think they have enough time either. 24 seconds. Time is ticking away. It's the biggest enemy of any team in the Rocket League, and that is going to do it right there. Little dude, 7-3. That is going to seal the game. Signed, sealed, and delivered with a kiss from Little Dude.
Of course there's 10 goals in a Rocket League Ireland and finals. Of course there is. Anyway, that was a great goal there from Shane. Good power. What more could you ask?
Can't really ask anything more from Shane, who has been involved in all 7 goals for his team. Also has made a single save as well. Vital save indeed. Well, I thought that was in, but Shadow flips to the right time. It doesn't matter. It's time ticking down here, and it's game over. It's all over. It is going to be Up to No Good who take home the title of 3v3 Cup winners, sponsored by Slíbhín Gaming. And also, they're going to take home €60. Congratulations to them. Well done indeed to all of them. And, well, you know, really good play from everyone involved. But ultimately, Up to No Good fight back from 2-1 down to win the series 4-3.
You have to feel for Renner Mentality there. They were so close. They had such a strong attack. They had such a strong momentum. And with one overtime goal, it all turned. And all of a sudden, Up to No Good took the win that they were seeded to take.
Indeed, it's going to be interesting to see exactly how that will happen. Of course, that's not the only RLI action happening for the next while. We will, of course, be back next week with we'll be live from Gamer Fest. We're going to have the LAN match between I forget all the players, but I'll be casting that one. It's going to be the LAN, of course, on stage at the RDS. So that's going to be interesting to see. I don't know if we're getting an interview or not. I'm going to ask here, are we getting an interview or not? But I don't think we are. But you know, what's the big takeaway from today, you think, Yumi?
I'm not sure, to be honest. There was a lot of stuff going on, but I think mentality came into it quite a lot, along with the team name, Renner Mentality, that he kept trying to call Renault Ventality or Renault Vitality in some way or another. But yeah, momentum was a lot there. It caused Up to No Good to take the win when they eventually got the 0-second goal, to keep them going, and it was tough. It certainly gave after they won the first series for Renner Mentality, it gave them the spirit to fight back against the team that they'd lost to earlier in the tournament. But in the end, they just couldn't quite do it.
All right. Well, indeed, I think we're going to get an interview with one of the players from the winning team here. But, you know, what I was impressed with most is the way that Up to No Good fought back. You know, they were 2-1 down. You know, obviously almost 3-1 down because that 0-second goal in game number 4 was huge for them. So interesting to see exactly how it will go. But we believe we have Shane with us now. Congratulations, Shane. How are you feeling after that series? Very, very tight one indeed.
Feeling very happy after that win. It was very intense.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Go on, Marky, go on.
Sorry, what do you think the difference was ultimately between the two teams? It was so close at times. You know, obviously that 0-second goal in game 4, a huge turning point in my opinion. But what do you think was the big turning point in the series?
Well, after they won 2 games in a row, and they were on match point. Like we focused a lot more on demos, like when rotating out and shit. And
Don't curse.
sorry, sorry about that. But I think it was also a bit of nerves from the other team in the last game, especially. They conceded a goal or two, and then it affected them, and so they started conceding 3, 4, 5, and killing off the series basically.
Can you tell us a little bit about the comms in your team? How panicked were they? Were they all steady? Was Jaffa's heart giving him trouble halfway
Um,
through?
he says it was giving him like troubles, but during the series he was quite calm when he was calming. You know, he's keeping well. He did like played especially well today. Jaffa, like he's the main man for the team basically.
Yeah, I've definitely felt he played a lot, but of course, you know, ultimately, I think what decides who was man of the match, in my opinion, is how you clutch up, and of course, you were involved in all 7 goals in that last game. Did you feel that you were having a really good game in that game, or did you just feel like you were playing within yourself, or do you feel like you can do better? But I felt like you were very, very good in that game 7.
Thank you. I don't really focus on myself during the series. Like I try to focus on like what we can do better as a team. Like see what like we're all doing individually wrong. Because it's usually like it's never really an individual's fault. Like
Hmm.
when goals happen, it'll be because 2 people mess up, 3 people mess up, and it kept happening. Like it would keep happening to all of us. So I don't know. I focus on the team rather than myself during the series.
That is the way to be. I suppose from here, what's the plan? Of course, you've got the collegiate scene coming up. Of course, you're going against a very, very strong, well, old WIT team, but of course, it's now Southeast Technical University. But you know, for you, what for you and your team, what do you think is the next step? What do you think is the next big goal for you guys?
Uh, is this my college team or me, Jaffa, little dude?
You Jaff little dude, I suppose, more so than anyone else.
The focus for us now is the LAN coming up next Sunday. To play, like, to get a couple of scrims in, get some chemistry going, and to perform well at the LAN.
Yeah, of course, the LAN, of course, happening next Sunday. If you want to get your tickets, you still can buy them at gamerfest.ie. And we'll have, of course, Sunday at 12:30, I believe, is when we're going to be having the 12 o'clock, I believe, we're going to have the Rocket League LAN final, best of 7, and that as well. Being interesting to see exactly €600 on the line, €400 for the winners, €200 for the runners up. Any big shout outs you want to give, Shane, before we let you go?
Just shout out my teammates. They did played really well today and they deserve it.
Okay, thank you very much, Shane, and thank you for everyone who's tuned in today. I've been Morky Mork.
I've been Yumi Uranium.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time for more Oral Ireland action.
I'm headed to the bottom of the bottle. I've been drowning, I've been floating away. Every other dollar that I got, and then I probably went and it away. I ain't f***ing okay. I ain't liking it, babe. I don't even wanna talk. I'm just smoking my haze. I've been stuck in my ways. I've been stuck here for days. I've been staring at the clock as the radio plays. I'm enslaved. Yeah. Rolling another, I'm stuck in my seat for the whole control of my speech. Yeah, I've been trying to get off this couch for a minute and a whole damn week. No kidding, I'm